Hey guys, welcome to Breaking the System. This is Andrew Riley. Like always, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're here today. So earlier this week, I believe it was earlier this week, I had made mention of a comment by a person that goes by Meme Comic Guy. I think that's what it is. Anyway, he had made mention of two YouTube channels. One was Scott Manley and the other one was Curious Droid. So I'm going to go into, I have screen share on right now. I'm going to go into Scott Manley's YouTube channel. I already have it here pulled up. So I was looking at it. I've looked at it a couple of times this week, and I've been trying to figure out exactly what to say, how to say it. So looking at this page, scrolling down here, as you can see, I'm looking, and everything I see is NASA given or CGI, or shoot, you go down far enough, you'll start seeing video games and stuff like that. I personally can't do anything to debunk this stuff. And it's not because I can't debunk it, but it pretty much debunks itself as far as I'm concerned, for the simple fact that it's 90% of this stuff is CGI. You know, NASA goes and says all the time that their stuff is CGI, so they have to fake it for whatever reason. The farther you go on this gentleman's channel, Scott Manley, the worse it gets with CGI, with video games. I don't deal with video games, but going back up here to the search bar, Curious Droid. Let's check this out. See what we can find. Curious Droid, 718,000 subscribers, 128 videos. He has a lot of videos. He has a lot of videos, or a lot of subscribers for such a few amount of videos. Alright, so I'm going to go to his videos. Let's see what I can find out. What will be our legacy? Oh my god. Is this the fastest thing in the universe? Weather modification. What is this guy? See, he's got a lot of stuff on here from NASA also. That I just, I don't. Anything that comes from NASA footage or any kind of Earth shot or anything like that from supposedly millions of miles away, I'm not even going to try to compete with that, because I think it's all faked, and that's just the way I feel about that. I really just don't see anything else here. I see a couple of things that I might try to do something on. But yeah, I don't know what to say about all of this. Honestly, I'm at a complete loss of words. He's been around for 3 years. 7 scariest animals and creatures in the world. That's not what I do. Amazing cameras in the world. I'll have to check that one out, just for the simple fact that I could really use some better cameras, or some better technology for some of the videos that I want to do. But yeah, I don't really see anything here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to save this video real quick. Save the watch list. Okay. Cool. Alright. So what's his last video? Shink Hansen versus TGV. Shink Hansen. No, Shink Hansen versus TGV. Is one better than the other? The big sleep. Could we really sleep for in space for years? What fossils will be leaving behind in 65 billion years? Yeah, I just don't really. So, me and Comic Guy, if you're watching this today, I hate to break it to you, bud, but you're gonna have to try to get me something else that I can go against. You know, I've got some Simon Dan videos in here because I can go against some of what he has to say. Actually, a lot of what he has to say. I've still got some things in the future for Simon Dan. I'm actually seriously looking for some globe earthers, people that think the Earth is a globe. I'm actually looking for some new material besides just Simon Dan. So if you guys can think of anything else and come up with anything else, give me a heads up. I will see what I can. I'm gonna excuse me. People that think the Earth is a globe. I'm actually looking for some new material besides just Simon Dan. So if you guys can think of anything else and come up with anything else, give me a heads up. I will see what I can. I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna show this content in the video that I just made for my screen share. I'm going to show y'all that I'm going to show y'all that with what I saw, and I really hate to be this way, but this is just the way it is. I will not try to compete with NASA because I do not have their technology to fake space shots and quote unquote globe shots and all that kind of stuff. I'm not even going to try. I want evidences that we can prove here on Earth. I don't want to deal with CGI. I don't want to deal with all the computer programmings that they have. I want to deal with legit, you know what, go out 10 miles, let's see if we can see you. If we can see you, there's something wrong with the math. Things like that. A laser pointer. If we do it right, a laser pointer will go out 10 miles. If we do it right. And it will be the same distance 10 miles away from. It'll be the same distance from the ground as it is. I plan on doing experiments like that here in the near future, actually. I had another gentleman that I read his comment earlier this week. I believe it was Sinker, I believe is what it was. He asked me to get a telescope. I'm going to get a telescope here in the near future. Trying to figure out exactly when, but I am going to be getting a telescope here in the near future. Because I want to see too. When I was a kid, I did have a smaller telescope. It wasn't 2x like Sinker or whatever his name was, or what he said. It wasn't just 2x. No, it was a decent telescope. I actually had it for years, but I plan on getting a really, really nice one when I can have the funds to do it. Plus, this channel is not all about flat Earth either. I'm going along with this for the simple fact that you guys asked me to politely, and was nice enough to. If this is what y'all want to see, this is what y'all want to see. That's fine. But I do have other things that I want to show. I've got experiments that I want to do. Now, some of which will be flat Earth, but others will be Because my channel is called Breaking the System. Other experiments that I have are showing how to create electronic generators that run off themselves. Now, supposedly it's impossible, but I've seen them done, and I was working on my own, but funds were limited there for a while, so I had to kind of end the project. But I plan on, funds are back up a little bit, so I want to get back into the project, and I plan on recording that. And once I can figure that out, then I want to miniaturize it in the sense to where I can do go-karts and stuff like that, and show y'all, you know what, we can kind of do things off the grid. We don't have to go to the electrical companies, or to go and buy these freaking, eventually I want to work up to where I can do it with a car, or a full-size vehicle, possibly even a full-size truck, to show that, because I believe so strongly that it's possible. I want to be able to show that, we don't have to go to these dealerships and spend all this freaking money on something that we're going to have to spend more money on later, because vehicles that take fuel, diesel or fossil fuels, vehicles that take fossil fuels are designed to break down because of the fossil fuels. So if we can do away with that, we wouldn't be spending so much money every year and paying these people that don't deserve our money. And amongst other things, I've got a lot of other projects that I want to show. In the process of making a couple already, just working on the videos and trying to get actual full-length videos. So many other things. Plus, I'm still working on my book. So I've got that out that I'll be talking about here a little bit. I said it was going to be done by the end of this month. It's not. Okay, I plain and simply, I'm working 15 hours a day, gone 16, 17 hours a day. By the time I get home, I get about 5.5, 6 hours sleep. Spend like an hour with the old lady. I'm going to show some pictures of the salt flats, different pictures of that I believe proves, or helps to prove, I guess I should say, helps to prove the flat Earth, because perfect mirror images would not happen unless they were flat, completely flat. Because as anyone should know, if you curve a mirror in any way, shape, or form, backwards or forwards, it creates an optical illusion. You turn it backwards where it's bowed outwards, it's bubbled outwards, it creates an optical illusion of making things look smaller and more, you see more of an area, and things seem to be are closer, so you can, in the mirror they seem to be closer, so you can know what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing. Now you bend it inwards, it makes them look farther away. And I think I said that right. I could be backwards, but either way, it changes it. These perfect mirror images that I'm going to be sharing, I've already probably put a couple up here. They're perfect mirror images. Perfect. There's no sway in how perfect they are. That means that it's completely 100% level, flat. There's no other way physically possible to get a perfectly flat, or a perfect mirror, unless it's perfectly flat, 100% level, just like your mirror at the house. You go to your bathroom mirror right now, it's a completely 100% exact replica when you look at yourself, just opposite. That's it. It's exactly the same, but opposite. Now, if you were to take that mirror and you put it over a furnace or anything hot that would warp it. Not melt it per se, but warp it. It will change the perspective. Just like if you were at a circus. At a circus, they have the ones that when you stand in front of them, you look short and fat. It's the same concept. You can't change that unless you change the way the mirror is shaped or formed. So I'm going to put a couple of those up here also, if I haven't already. Going back into these, these are proof that if a mirror is warped in any way, shape, or form, it will change the way the person or the object in the mirror looks. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. This is just the way it is. Anyway, so yeah, so guys, this has been Andrew Riley with Breaking the System. Today has been a little bit of a different video, kind of, sort of. Well, not really. It's more of an update on how I feel about, more or less, the Scott Manley and Curious Droid YouTube channels. I guess that was the main purpose of this. Meme comic guy, like I said, if you're watching this, I hope you are. But give me something else. You got something else where, something more similar like Simon Dan or something like that. I'll be more than happy to look at it, and I'll actually, I'm a subscriber to Simon Dan, so I'll put his link to the link to his channel in my description today. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I want to know too.